Hello, my fellow YouTubers and subscribers, and welcome to this video. I apologize for the mess in the background. I need to have a tidy up later. I apologize as well for not being on here and being active recently. I've had a lot of things going on. I've actually finished the film. I released a movie called 50 Slices of Bonding. It's a James Bond parody film. It's on my other channel, Pajak Productions. Please go and check it out if you're interested and if you're a Bond fan. But that's not what this video is about. Today, I am going to be doing a trailer review for the new Marvel movie, Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. Now, as we know, the first movie was released in 2018, and about a couple of years ago, Chadwick Boseman, the actor that played T'Challa, sadly passed away. It was really tragic to see him go. I mean, it was 2 years ago he passed away due to his failure to beat cancer. It was tragic. Nobody really knew what he was going through when he was shooting the movie, and he had so many more years of his life left. And he was a star who was on the rise, and it's a real shame that he's not going to ever be in another film again or another sequel to Black Panther. He was great in the role. He was fantastic, and he was apparently a very fantastic human being as well. So, Chadwick, I raise a toast to you. But as for the trailer, well, I don't know what to make of it, to be honest. Everybody seems to be going gaga for it and seems to be loving it. My opinion of this trailer is I think it looks really nice. It looks visually good. But I just don't know. Something about the trailer it felt wrong. It sounds horrible, but I watched it and I just thought this is not the same. And I understand it's not their fault that Chadwick passed away, of course not, but I just don't think this is appropriate. I honestly believe that as good as the film looks, and I believe Ryan Coogler is trying his best to be respectful to Chadwick, and they are trying to put as much heart and soul into this as possible. The emotion in that trailer was strong, but I just don't feel this is appropriate. I feel it's way too soon after his passing. Couldn't they have waited at least another 4 years or something? I mean, I respect them for not recasting him. That's good, but part of me just doesn't think that this needs to exist. I think it's not going to be the same watching it, and for the life of me, I can't tell whose film this is. The fact that it's we see a glimpse of the claws at the end, we see a glimpse of who the new Black Panther is at the end, but I don't know. For me, it wasn't good. I'm sorry, guys. I have to be honest here. For the sake of Chadwick Boseman, I just feel like this is very disrespectful. Honestly, Marvel should have scrapped this film. I'm sorry. I hate to say it because I love the first Black Panther. It's one of my favorite MCU films, and I have nothing against the cast or Ryan Coogler, but Marvel have so many other projects coming up. They've just announced a whole plethora of stuff for Phase 5 and 6 and whatever, and I know they will dedicate this to Chadwick. Of course they will, and this will be a tribute to him. But I kind of feel worried because I feel like this is kind of going down the same route as the Pink Panther movies. If you remember Peter Sellers, who played Clouseau, it was a famous role, and the movies were successful because of him. And then when he tragically passed away, they continued the franchise, and the franchise suffered because of that. The franchise tanked after that. I'm not saying this will tank quite as much. I mean, I don't think it's going to be a terrible film because it looks fantastic, and the heart and soul is there, and they are desperately trying to be respectful. But I almost think they're trying too hard. I almost think that the safer option would have been just to say no, we'll leave this now and just take Black Panther out of the MCU, because I know he's only had a few appearances, but far better that we don't damage what we've already got in terms of Chadwick's legacy and everything. Like I said, the movie looks promising, and it's great that people are being so positive about it. But I'm just very torn with this. I feel like this is a little insensitive, Marvel. Like, 2 years after he's passed, really? Couldn't you have not waited a bit longer? Or couldn't you have focused on something else? You know, again, respect for not recasting him, but at the same time, I think maybe you should have waited a few years and then perhaps someone else could have taken over. Or the mantle could have passed to Shuri or Okoye or someone like that. You know, one of the female characters from the first one. I don't know whose film this is. I don't know if this is Shuri's film or whether it's the Queen's film. I mean, there's a great, powerful speech from the Queen in the trailer. And again, you know, the movie looks fantastic. Like the Wakanda sets and locations look superb, as they did in the first one. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just being honest. I feel this is a real, in a way, a kind of an insult to Chadwick. Okay, maybe that's going a bit too far. It's they're not trying to be insulting, but it just feels this is really ill-timed. You know, I know they're trying to be nice and they're trying to be respectful to Chadwick, but it's just not engaging me. It's just really, it's irking me, and that's not what I wanted. I will see the movie regardless to review it, but let's just say my expectations are low. But if it manages to please a lot of people, and if it manages to touch people to the heart, then that's great. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't want to dismiss it, but at the same time, I can't condone this. It's one of the MCU movies I just really feel it should never have been made, and we ought to be respectful to Chadwick by just taking Black Panther out of the MCU. I think we can cut one character out and live without that character. He's had his appearance in the MCU, you know, 2 or 3 times, so we've got him for a decent amount. I'm not saying don't ever go back to Wakanda, but you know, going ahead with the second Black Panther movie without Black Panther, you know, I just don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know what to say. I feel bad for saying this, but I also feel like Chadwick doesn't deserve this. And I know they're trying to be nice. They are trying to honor his memory, and I appreciate that, but it would have been kinder to just not go ahead with it. It really would. But whatever, that's just my opinion. If you like the trailer, then good for you. It does look very impressive, and I'm sure the action will be good. But it's, again, I'm very 50-50 on this. Yeah. I don't know if it will be received better or worse than the other films that have come out recently. I think it's going to be controversial because, again, I just don't feel like this is appropriate timing. I really don't. And without Chadwick, it's not Black Panther. You know, it really isn't. Yeah, exactly. Marvel don't need to make this. They've got other things that they can do. So if they had any sense, they would have scrapped it, but it's too late now. It's releasing in November. And, you know, I think as well, the fact that it's releasing in November, a month before Avatar, you know, I don't know if that will affect it, but I think a lot of people will go and see it after seeing this trailer. I think a lot of people were concerned about this movie before they saw the trailer. I think the trailer has reassured quite a few people that this will be a tribute. So I guess in memory of Chadwick, people will go and see it. But again, I can't lie, I'm just not interested. And I hate to say that because I love the first Black Panther. I really do, but it's not engaging me. And it just doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right. And I don't know who's the main character. So calling it Black Panther Wakanda Forever, I don't know. If you just called it Wakanda Forever without the Black Panther name attached, maybe that could have worked. It would have been more of a spin-off than a sequel, but it still could have worked either way. Yeah, but I don't know, guys. I don't think Love and Thunder is horrible. I really like Love and Thunder, actually. But that's just my opinion. Yeah, exactly. The visuals may be fantastic, but it won't justify the existence for me. I agree with you, Harry. It's one of those things, like, I don't want to seem like I'm being a dick, because I know people like the trailer and it's been getting great reception recently. But again, I can't deny how I feel, and I'm just being honest, so please don't hate me. It is just my opinion, but I will give it a chance, and like I do with every film, I will give it a chance and watch it and see what I think of it. But let's just say it's not a film that I'm ecstatic about. But maybe they'll pull it out the bag. Maybe it will be a wonderful surprise. I mean, who knows? It's going to take a lot for this movie to be one of the best MCU films without Chadwick Boseman. But there we go. So I guess that's all I've got to say, really. If anyone has any questions, then yeah, let me know. Or if not, I will probably close off soon. Get a letterbox. What do you mean by that? I'm not quite sure what you're on about there. Well, that's it. So that's my trailer review of Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. What do you think of this trailer? Please comment down below. Let me know. Please hit the like and subscribe button. And stay tuned for more trailer reactions in the future. So until next time, I'm Mr. Talos11. See ya.